Manchester United may attempt to beat other suitors to landing Vitor Roque, as the Barcelona star's availability will turn heads in the Premier League, and transfer insider Dean Jones has told GIVEMESPORT that co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe could make the interesting decision to include Mason Greenwood in a high-profile swap deal at Old Trafford. There is plenty of uncertainty over who will be in charge of the Red Devils after their FA Cup final clash with rivals Manchester City, as newly appointed technical director Jason Wilcox has been running the rule over whether Erik ten Hag deserves to remain in the hot seat heading into the 2024-25 campaign. Having missed out on Champions League qualification, a matter of months after Ineos chief executive Ratcliffe became a co-owner of Manchester United, thanks to completing his purchase of a 25% stake following lengthy negotiations with the Glazer family, plans are being put in place to improve the squad during the summer. Red Devils eager to land unsettled Roque. Manchester United have shown a firm interest in recruiting Roque after the 19-year-old has been pushing for a quick-fire exit from Barcelona, despite only joining the La Liga heavyweights during the early stages of 2024, according to Spanish sources, and they are considering including Mason Greenwood in a swap deal. The report suggests that the striker, who has only scored 2 goals following his move to the Blaugrana's temporary home at the Estadi Olympique Louis Companys, has been offered to the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Bayer Leverkusen after head coach Xavi has made it clear that he does not feature in his plans. Respected journalist Ben Jacobs recently told GIVEMESPORT that Manchester United are keen to secure more than £40 million for Greenwood when he returns from a productive loan spell with Barcelona's domestic rivals Getafe, and his availability could result in Roque heading to Manchester United in preparation for the 2024-25 campaign. It is understood that Barcelona could also allow Roque to make the temporary move to Old Trafford, as he has fallen by the wayside in his current surroundings, which has alerted Napoli, Lyon, Nice, Sevilla, and Real Betis ahead of the transfer window reopening in the coming weeks. Dean Jones: Roque swap deal involving Greenwood would be interesting proposition. Jones understands that Barcelona's willingness to offload Roque will attract plenty of interest from the Premier League, while Xavi could be left with a huge decision to make if Manchester United opt to include Greenwood in a swap deal, instead of the academy graduate extending his stay at Getafe. The reputable journalist also feels that the teenage Brazilian, who has a release clause worth in the region of £430 million written into his contract, would be a more attractive acquisition than Real Madrid frontman Joselu, as the Red Devils look to make themselves more productive in the final third of the pitch. Jones told GIVEMESPORT, Vitor Roque's potential availability this summer will turn heads in the Premier League, and maybe even at Old Trafford. I personally see this as a better option for the vision they have than players like Joselu, who has been linked. I'm not sure about the stories that suggest Mason Greenwood could become part of a deal for Vitor Roque, because I still expect him to stay at Getafe, but it is obviously an interesting thing to consider. Ratcliffe aiming to recruit Branthwaite for cut-price fee. GIVEMESPORT sources recently revealed that Manchester United are keen to land Jarrad Branthwaite for £50 million, and Ratcliffe is looking for early indications that Everton are desperate to cash in due to their precarious financial situation, but his current employers are hoping to secure up to £80 million. The central defender has been pinpointed as a target in the aftermath of Raphael Varane's Old Trafford career coming to an end, with the World Cup winning France international confirming that he will be embarking on a fresh challenge following the expiry of his Red Devils contract next month.